Bro, is this his manifesto? I've now realized something. This is written like a, I think somebody said it before. It's written and being spoken like a, you know, my final message, like a manifesto that you find, or like if you're seeing this, my plan is already in action. Like one of those type of things, you know? Yesterday, we had like the world's longest segment about the downfall and what I think personally led to Tucker Carlson getting booted from Fox News. Hilarious, incredible stuff, mind you. But he's not gonna take he's not gonna take his dookie of his own career laying down. So he decided to not lay down. Now he's sitting up, and he's sitting in his like basement recording studio after Fox went to go get all their stuff because they're not working with him anymore. And he decided that he's gonna be doing a whole sit down sort of like, you know, one word title YouTube video, you know, like drama or something. This would be titled like Fox News on his YouTube channel with no thumbnail, and it's just like people like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Anyways, let's see what's going on, because he's gonna break the silence and tell us what was going on. Incredible guy. Yeah, his vlog arc, his YouTuber arc. I'm ready.
Good evening, it's Tucker Carlson. One of the first things you...
Oh man, that's so sad. It's like going up to an old superhero and you're like, hey, do the thing, and then they say their catchphrase, but they, you know, they're washed up now. They're well past their prime. Oh no. Cut comes out.
You realize when you step outside the noise for a few days is how many genuinely nice people there are in this country. Kind and decent people, people who really care about what's true, and a bunch of hilarious people also, a lot of those. It's got to be the majority of the population, even now. So that's heartening. The other thing you notice when you take a little time off is how unbelievably stupid most of the debates you see on television are. They're completely irrelevant. They mean nothing. In 5 years, we won't even remember that we had them.
Yeah, man, don't you think that's probably your fault with taking every single loser thing that you see on Twitter and turning it into a national debate on is wokeness killing our kids? It's crazy how that works, while you all are literally spending time talking about a makeup company, an athletic clothes, child slavery loving company, and also a beer company based out of Europe as wokeifying the entire world. But all right, sure.
Trust me, as someone who's participated. And yet at the same time, and this is the amazing thing, the undeniably big topics, the ones that will define our future, get virtually no discussion at all.
Climate change. That you guys are right. This is a perfect time to talk about climate change and its effects on the future, what we're doing about it, and have we made any progress towards our goals with CO2 emissions to not be hit by the worst effects. I'm so glad that Tucker, now he's gotten this time off, he's going to be talking about really important things like solving the homelessness crisis and putting more food in, like on the table of families that are now incredibly food insecure, and some of them who have even had to skip meals. I'm so glad Tucker's now going to talk about how a simple $400 emergency would completely bankrupt a large portion of the population, and how many workers and how 50% of workers now make less than $50,000 a year. It's crazy. I'm so glad he's so happy to talk about some of these issues. Oh man, what next? Is he going to talk about disability rights and stopping means testing on these things to make sure that people don't have to sit on the precipice of poverty and having any money to be able to live anywhere near a dignified life in the world's richest nation? Whew, I'm so excited. Are we going to talk about how we're going to fix some of the places in this country who look like they haven't been able to bounce back from the Great Depression, and some places in our country, especially in the Deep South, that are by estimations of poverty inspectors in Europe is some of the worst places in the developed world? We're going to finally fix our infrastructure. Man, we're going to fill up the potholes. Are we going to invest in our infrastructure and our futures and our education? Are we going to fix the public education system? Oh man, what next do you think he's going to talk about? Do you think he's going to talk about how community colleges at least should be tuition free? Holy, oh man. This could be a new turning point for Tucker. We could have so many important things that we could be talking about. I'm so excited. Let's see what he has to say.
War, civil liberties, emerging science, demographic change.
Oh. All right. Well. Well, there it is. Okay. Never mind, I guess. I was so happy. I was so happy. I was so excited. And then demographics change. All right, well.
Corporate power, natural resources. When was the last time you heard a legitimate debate about any of those issues? It's been a long time. Debates like that are not permitted in American media.
What are you talking about? If Fox News viewers haven't seen a debate on it, it's because like Fox isn't doing debates on it. I'm sorry. Like I feel like, I mean, I think it's like pretty corporate dominated, but if I go into like MSNBC, like they'll have one of those like weird little, like 5-minute back and forth debates between like two people, or something at least, or sometimes they'll have like a whole debate hour, I mean, like you can't sit here and tell me these types of things when like Bernie Sanders walked onto Fox News and got the whole crowd clapping by like talking to like two people from Fox 5 for like 30 minutes. He won over the entire crowd, the Mr. Socialism himself. But okay.
Both political parties and their donors have reached consensus on what benefits them, and they actively collude to shut down any conversation about it.
Well, this is like true, obviously to extents, and I do believe that it's true. I mean, like even now, I think Democrats at the moment, like in the DCCC, are thinking about like calling off debates because Biden's definitely going to win. We shouldn't do stuff like that, and the Democrats do it. But I don't want people to conflate all of this type of stuff with like the Democrats and Republicans being similar or just alike or the same. God forbid the same. They're simply not anywhere near the same. If you just look at the types of things that they're doing to the country and to like the cities and population, that you just can't make a reasonable argument that they're the same, like at all. I'm sorry, you simply can't. With Republicans literally trying to overthrow elections, I mean, like the Texas government at this moment in time looking to make it one person's ability to completely overturn an election that didn't go the way that they wanted. How in the world are you going to sit here and tell me that these people are anywhere near the same? While Democrats, I mean, they gave debate notes to Hillary Clinton in 2016. I mean, is that bad? Yes. Is that like collusion? I mean, yeah. Is it illegal? No, but it should be. and like I think that's all pretty bad, right? And is not good for democracy, period. But I'm sorry, but we shouldn't like sit here and pretend like these two groups of people are the same, even though they do similar things. Just like the level of just insanity and debauchery the Republicans are involved in it's just not anywhere near the same level. I just can't possibly agree with that. And to say it, I think is like to say anywhere like near like that like these parties are super similar is, I really think, is playing into the Republicans' hands with how bad they are. If Republicans are able to convince you that them and the Democrats are equally far away from you, that automatically brings them probably 100 light years closer to you than like the Democrats are far away from you. It's just not the same. Okay, it's not the same at all.
Suddenly, the United States looks very much like a one-party state. That's a depressing realization, but it's not permanent. Our current orthodoxies won't last. They're brain dead. Nobody actually believes them. Hardly anyone's life is improved by them. This moment is too inherently ridiculous to continue, and so it won't. The people in charge know this. That's why they're hysterical and aggressive.
Bro, is this his manifesto? I've now realized something. This is written like I think somebody said it before. It's written and being spoken like my final message like a manifesto that you find, or like if you're seeing this, my plan is already in action. Like one of those type of things, you know? It's a deep fake. You think this whole thing has been a deep fake this entire time? Oh man, can you imagine? Oh man, my name is Walter Hartwell White. He always sounded like that from day one. Bro gets fired and then he already goes on his like manifesto arc, bro. Do you think that this is going to end with him being like, to my wonderful viewers, you know what to do. Cut the tall trees or something? It's going to end with like the like sleeper agent activation phrase. The order 66 is a go.
They're afraid. They've given up persuasion. They're resorting to force. But it won't work. When honest people say what's true calmly and without embarrassment, they become powerful. At the same time, the liars who've been trying to silence them shrink and they become weaker. That's
yes. I'm so glad somebody finally decided to say it. It's not small. Okay. It just shrunk. It's cold out. Be normal.
The iron law of the universe. True things prevail. Where can you still find Americans saying true things? There aren't many places left, but there are some, and that's enough. As long as you can hear the words, there is hope. See you soon.
What is what is happening? I'm so scared. What is this, like cult leadership? Is it just me? Am I reading this? Is this just my bias speaking? But the way that this is just so weird, right? It's like it's like foreshadowing in a story, like the vague, the super villain vague posting before they disappeared right in front of all the heroes and they can't stop him. There aren't many places where people are still telling the truth. But the truth is something that will always rise to the top, no matter how dirty or ugly things may be. That light in the end of the tunnel will always shine. You just have to find it. Now, there aren't many places where you can see this light, but there are some, and that's enough. As long as you can hear the words chiming away in your ears, reverberating through the air of evil, there will still be hope. See you soon, listeners. About the America First National Socialist Movement. So true. Maybe more the America First National Capitalist Movement. Or National Workers Movement. Something like that. National Working. Yeah, America First National Working Class Movement. Whoa. National Populist Movement. That could be something as well. Something has to be done. He's the corporate Riddler. It's not the Nazi Riddler.
Liars who've been trying to silence them shrink and they become weaker. That's the iron law of the universe. True things prevail. Where can you still find Americans saying true things? There aren't many places left, but there are some, and that's enough. As long as you can hear the words, there is hope. See you soon.
It's just so weird. All right, then. As long as you can hear the words, there is still hope. See you soon. Is he starting a YouTube channel? I want to know. I was thinking about this. Do you think like him just being a YouTuber would be more dangerous? Like he's more scary without the blade? Gamer Tucker on YouTube. Yo, soon he's going to be playing like Destiny. Soon he's going to be playing like NBA 2K24 with Aiden Ross on Kick and talking to him about the dangers of demographic change in America and how the white stock of this country is being bred out by the immigrants who make us dirtier and more divided. That's crazy. His gift card giveaway? Oh man, he's gonna get hired by the Daily Wire. Oh, that's crazy. Listen, it's only up from here. It's only up from here. He wouldn't have as big of the reach. I mean, maybe. Maybe. It's true. He would lose his geriatric audience. It would be difficult for them to find him. It would be hard. I don't know, maybe like striking a deal with like Rumble or something and then showing up on the showing up on Rumble and then being friends with like Sneeko and Crowder. Oh man, it could go crazy. It could go remarkable. It could go wild. Tucker Carlson, PewDiePie on Mr. Beast on Mr. Beast's boxing show, sponsored by Jordan Peterson, featuring Ted Cruz. About to go hard in 2024. Yeah, do you think they'll let him in a Creator Clash 2024? It's possible. I think they should. I mean, if he's just gonna be a creator now, do you think we'd be able to? You think still the people who make debate panels are gonna be like, oh yeah, let's go? They like reach out to him, see if they can book him on a panel. He's been reduced to one of us. Welcome to the bottom of the barrel. We rule this place. Yeah, he's trapped in here with us, so we're not trapped in there with him. Oh man, it could go crazy. He can't fight. He's pampered as fuck. So I think true and real. He's a house cat. He's gonna do a meme review. Yeah, I think honestly what he's going to do is like start a podcast. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he just started a podcast. Start a podcast and maybe like a YouTube channel, and then like soak up like crazy money and then just, you know, go around and whatever. I think that'd probably be more lucrative for him than being on TV and then going the route of like what's his name? Cuomo? Instead of going the route of like Andrew Cuomo. And then like having like a show where you get like 1/3, 25% of the viewers that you got on like your main show. You'd probably just like start a YouTube channel, to start like a fucking Patreon or something. And then collect mad money and then start like a podcast. I mean, I really think that he could probably go crazy in the podcast world if he genuinely tried. And the reason why I know this is because a lot of MSNBC contributors and show heads have a podcast, and some of those podcasts are the most viewed podcasts or listened to podcasts in the entire world. The one that I know off the top of my head is actually Rachel Maddow. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Rachel Maddow has like, I think like the 5th most listened to podcast in the world. Ultra. Yeah, it's just called Ultra. I don't understand how though. Negative vibes. Dude, the wine moms and geriatrics go crazy for Rachel Maddow. You genuinely don't get it. You actually don't understand how much they love Rachel Maddow. Rachel Maddow is their like literal Joan of Arc, especially during like the like Robert Mueller investigation arc of the Trump presidency. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.